What's up, you guys? This is Devin with CenturyFX Studios, back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about audio, specifically the Audio Technica M50Xs and the Beats Studio 3s. Now, in my history of doing video, I recently learned, maybe like 5 years ago, that I need audio, and I need good quality audio, not just any quality audio. So, back in that day, I was using some old Techniques DJ headphones. They could swivel out much like these can, so you can do whatever. You can swivel them up or do whatever you want to. But I didn't know anything about headphones, and so when you're doing video, you need to monitor your audio. You need to get clean references of your audio. So that basically means no untampered bass, untampered midtones, and the most untampered high tones coming from, or your treble coming from your actual equalizer, coming from your computer, and specifically coming from your headphones. Well, this is the cheapest way I know to get the most flat reference coming from your computer. But listening to things, you want to have it exactly how it came from the live performance or whatever, the recording itself. You want to have the absolutely untainted audio. So when you're going through untainted audio, you need to have some headphones that will give you that clear reference. And MKPHD, shout out to him, because he made the reference to these headphones. Now, at the time, I was listening to some Techniques, like I said, the DJ headphones, but they were heavy on the bass. They were fun to listen to, but they weren't giving me the exact clean reference that I was looking for, or that I needed to do that kind of work that I was trying to do. Now, I'm doing a lot of research on mics. Like, I got the NTG2 from Rode here. I'm thinking about getting the NTG5 at some point. I'm actually thinking about upgrading my audio equipment. I also do music, so studying the differences between the microphones, how they sound, how they pick things up, all these other things, polar patterns, all that stuff is extremely important. So that's my whole history with headphones, audio, and why I am investing into different types of audio. Now, I have these. These are nice and reference. See, they give you a nice, essentially a flat profile. Not the most flat profile, but they're the best sounding headphones and the most popular for the price. And prices, I'm about price all the time. But recently I had been gifted the Beats Studio 3s. And, well, let's just see here. Here they are. Now, I had to re-record this video because this white was blown out. But if this white is blown out, just let me know. But here are the Beats Studio 3s, and well, that's totally not supposed to happen. As you can see here, we got some breakage going on in the plastic. You might be saying, well, Devin, why in the world is your Beats Studio 3 broken? They're like the best headphones. They're endorsed by all the famous artists. They're endorsed by this person. This is awesome. They're so cool. They're cool looking, and we wear them when we're going across campus, and we're wearing them on our, all this stuff. And you must be a Beats hater. You must have just broken them just to make this video. No, I didn't break them to make this video. As a matter of fact, these were a gift to me, and I really, really like these headphones. I like the sleekness of them, the design of them, the actual touch button design, even though the touch button design is not the most sleekest design in the world. The whole Bluetooth thing about it. These weren't originally Bluetooth. The Audio Technica M50Xs don't come to you Bluetooth unless you get the Bluetooth version, which is more expensive than the regular version. I have the corded version here in my hands. Right here, these are straight up Bluetooth. I don't even think you can plug a cord into these unless it's a power cord. And you have the noise isolation, which the Audio Technica M50Xs don't have. I'm just torn that they're broken in this way. They just chipped. The plastic just chipped, and you can see these hinge a little bit differently than the Beats. These hinge outwards, inwards, and it has a nice elastic strap. It really is about comfort. Now, I can't wear these for over 3 or 4 hours, and these aren't, as far as the ear cup is concerned, they're not the most comfortable. But this is a thin band here. But more than that, it has a really, really thick piece of metal going across this thin band with some thin plastic. It's designed to look sleek, I know, but it compromises on build quality. Now you're supposed to be able to hinge it like this. You can't rotate this back and forth like the Audio Technicas. It doesn't have like this double hinge system, because think about it. If you're putting it around your face, around your head, what if you want to adjust it, the cups, to make sure it fits over your ear correctly? Well, these cups kind of sit on my ears. I don't know about you guys, but they kind of sit on your ears. They don't actually encompass your entire ear. Now, yes, it's a benefit that it has noise isolation, but it kind of is destroying itself for its own good because it's a good thing for it to be nice and sleek, but it's a bad thing if it doesn't last long, because I've only had these for only a few months. Now, disclaimer, they were used, but they were lightly used, which is why I was gifted these. But you have to understand that I've had these for almost two and a half years. I've dropped them. They've fallen off a bed, but they've fallen off a hook. The way I use my headphones, I just hook them, and they sit like this beside my nightstand. So anytime, right before I go to bed, bang, or when I wake up, bang, I put them on, and that's pretty much it. But I don't drop them on purpose. They don't go really out into the field with me at all. I brought these out in the field maybe 2 or 3 times in their entire history. Why? Because I was doing a big audio job and I needed some real headphones and not any earbuds. But these things don't even look like they have a scratch after 2 years. And you guys are like, oh, you abused your gear, damn, you abused your gear. Well, I've been abusing my gear, and I've had these for years, and they still pretty much have a plastic to metal ratio. But the plastic here has screws. They literally have screws on the back of here. There's 2 screws on this side and 2 screws on that side. But the width of the Beats here, they probably only have like 1 screw right here, 2 screws up here going this way, but nothing to reinforce kind of this plastic here on this back wall. And this is where the actual cup sits. It's where your ear sits. It's where a lot of the action happens, and it really needs to be reinforced if you're going to be opening it and closing it. And if it's supposed to do this hinge action, which I don't do at all, because only unless you're putting it in a case do you actually need this hinge action, really. It doesn't actually aid or assist you into putting the headphones on at all, which means you have to force against this metal rod, this metal, whatever this metal thing is, this metal bonnet thing, the hair thing. You always are going to have to be forcing yourself against this. And since it has a plastic design, there's no wonder why this piece of plastic is breaking. And it's actually cracked on the opposite side. You see what I'm saying? So if anything, the only way these have fallen in the past are like this. And on carpet at that. So if this falling on carpet like this causes this little tearation in the plastic, it becomes not needed. It's very frustrating, you know. But at the end of the day, I do like the sound quality coming out of these Beats. They're not the best sounding headphones I've ever had in my life by a long stretch, but they're comfortable. They're fun to listen to. They're not reference headphones, so I didn't put them kind of in the same caliber. But these are actually fun to listen to, and they're nice reference headphones, where these are just fun to listen to, but I don't use them as reference for anything. I just listen to them on the go, and I usually have these on for a long period of time. I'm just probably going to put some tape around these and keep using them. There's no reason why. Why? Because these are like 2 times the price of these. Things of that nature. At the end of the day, guys, I love the M50Xs a little bit more than I like the Beats, just on that merit alone, build quality. Probably back in the day, they had heavy bass sounding, woofers or speakers inside of those back when they first made Beats, they probably jacked up the bass and the treble just to give you that heavy crossover, so you had a fun listening experience for rock, hip-hop, and all those other people who were actually endorsing, Beats and stuff like that. But the M50Xs, you don't get name recognition. You get a solid piece of equipment, much like a DSLR or a camera. You get a solid piece of equipment. It's not about how it looks. It's all about usability, and it's all about it lasting over a long span of time, and it being durable, nice sounding headphones, giving the best they can for the price that you're giving them. Also, another little side note, I got this little Bluetooth adapter. So now I can just put this Bluetooth adapter, link in the description below. This Bluetooth adapter, because I forgot really what it's called, and there's multiple ones that you can get, but I put this Bluetooth adapter on my M50Xs. Now it's not remotely as good as the Beats by Dre or the Beats headphones and their internal Bluetooth range, but you can pretty much walk around the house, you know, some places in the house on the same level. Don't go upstairs and downstairs, that kind of thing. But if you're on the same level, you can pretty much get a nice range with this Bluetooth adapter. Like I said, it's not as good as the Beats headphones adapter, but it gives you the ability to take a wired headphone, and you can actually put a wire in here, and you can make it Bluetooth. You have capabilities. You can fast forward, I believe, and you can volume up, down, and pause. I think it's just volume up, down, and pause. It might be a fast forward and rewind button, this plus or minus button, but I haven't used it that far. But at the end of the day, guys, I'm done with CenturyFX Studios. Thanks for watching the video. This is just my opinion on Beats and how I was disappointed and the build quality, but I'm not so bad. It's not so bad of, you know, headphones, you know. But again, shout out to MKPHD for putting me onto these headphones. Stay tuned for the next video.